Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, but I am Penge, and welcome to Age of Wonders Planetfall, which looks very exciting indeed. So this is a great big turn-based game that mixes exploration, base building, combat research, empire building, all that kind of good stuff. And this is the next game in the Age of Wonders series. Now I've not played any of those games. I think there's 3 of them. I've never played an Age of Wonders game before, but all the other ones have had a fantasy setting. So there's been magic and wizards and knights and dragons and all that sort of stuff, whereas Age of Wonders Planetfall is all sci-fi. They've gone all sci-fi, so it's set in the distant future. It's probably set in a galaxy far, far away or something, who knows. And we've got all sorts of futuristic sci-fi gadgetry to play with and aliens to control. And excitingly, there's things like big stampy death robots. Everyone loves a big stampy death robot. Cyborg zombies, that sounds fun. And laser dinosaurs. I mean, I'm sold on laser dinosaurs, to be completely honest. Laser dinosaurs. But apparently there are 6 unique factions to play, and they've all got their pros and cons. And just look at some of the artwork and stuff. It looks tremendous, and it has a very rousing soundtrack going on as well. So yeah, this looks like a lot of fun. The game is released on the 6th of August, which is tomorrow by the time this video goes out, but we got our hands on it a little bit early thanks to the publishers, so a huge thanks to them. Thank you very much, publisher folk, that's very kind of you. And as ever, if you're interested, there is a link to the Steam store page in the video description below if you want to go and follow it and wishlist it and all that kind of stuff. So as you can see from that menu there are different game types. So there are scenarios, there's a campaign, and there's an online mode if you want to go and play online. The scenarios are sort of one-off games, I think, which you set up. So you set up a world, you configure it with various conditions, you stick victory conditions on it, and then you battle it out against other AIs. What we're going to do is, we're going to go into the campaign mode. Now the campaign mode contains the tutorial. I've done the tutorial, but that's all I've done with this game. So, you know, I'm very, very green to it. So I'm probably going to miss things. I'm probably going to do things that are a bit wrong. If you've played Age of Wonders, I apologise in advance for not doing really obvious things. But yeah, let's go to the campaign mode and we'll have a look at what we can do from there. Actually, before we begin, can we just take a moment to look at this guy? Look at this guy. This is Michael Valentine, who is one of the commanders that you can choose to play as. And just look at him. He looks absolutely fantastic. He looks like he has fallen through time from the 1980s through to whenever this game is set. Look at him. Can you look round, sir? Look round. There we go. Look at his glasses. Look at his moustache. And look at his hair. It's just brilliant. Whoever designed this guy, you deserve a pay rise and everything else besides. Because this guy's brilliant. He's just brilliant. Well done, sir. You're very, very dapper indeed. I approve wholeheartedly. Okay, right. Now with that done, with a bit of admiration of Michael Valentine out of the way, now let's go and look at the campaign mode.
The currents of the void shift around me. Follow my voice, my last possession. My name was Empress Carmenia, and I was the last regent of the Star Union. We built a paradise on 1,000 planets. A glistening web strung between the stars. But the cataclysm shattered all, leaving our people stranded and alien to one another. Whoever you are, whatever you have become, it is time to leave this dark age behind and return to the worlds of your ancestors. Uncover our secrets, but heed our mistakes. Forge a new empire, a new age of wonders.
So of course, with it being the campaign mode, we get the game story too. And that little bit there showed us that the Star Union were around a long while ago, and they were big and prosperous and successful. They were the big happy clappy empire, and then it all went wrong. The cataclysm came along, it ruined everything, and then they collapsed and fell apart. I mean, it's not a new thing. It's not a new concept. Fallen empires is a fairly sort of common sci-fi thing. But yeah, that's the story, and it makes sense because I think on some of the planets we happen across Star Union technology and Star Union artifacts and other bits and bobs, I think. So that would make sense. I quite like that. So yeah, that's why we find those things, because the Star Union were around once upon a time and were big and powerful. So now we have to choose what campaign mission we want to do, and it takes us to different planets. So the tutorial was on this little planet here called Dolos Minerva. I've completed that. This one here, if we go to Leave 6, the campaign level, that's on this sort of slightly yellowy looking thing. And here we will be playing as the Vanguard race, who are humanoid, I would say. They're kind of humans. If we go over to Arcadia Caelesti, that's a slightly unpleasant looking green planet emitting who knows what that is. Some sort of horrible smells. And these guys are sort of bugs. So, this is, let me introduce you to Postigor, of course. They're bugs, so the Kirko, kind of like bug folks. And then if we go over to here, to Chimera Glacialis, this is a sort of a frozen looking sort of ice ball. And here we play as the Dvar. And their commander is Corvin Zelezo, I assume. So, we need to pick which one we want to play as. What I am thinking is, when I did the tutorial, I played as the Vanguard. That's the race that you play as in the tutorial over here on the little teeny tiny purple planet. So I don't want to be them again. I've kind of seen them. I want to look at something a bit different. So it's either a case of choosing the weird bug people or choosing these guys here. Now these guys, you can't actually see on this picture. They're kind of like space dwarves, I think. If you imagine dwarves of fantasy with, the big beards and they're digging underground in mines and drinking mead and all that kind of stuff. These guys are kind of like space dwarves, and I like that idea. So I think what we might do is we might play as the Dvar for this. So we shall play as Corvin Zelezio. As the Dvar, we have some Promethean tech. So the Prometheans are planetary exterminators eradicating threats with their Pyrex fires. Oh my goodness me. So these guys are quite destructive by the sounds of it. And they have different weapons groups. They have firearms and explosives. They have powerful area of effect and medium range attacks. They have a strong focus on production. They can terraform to destroy and create mountains. Wow. And their racial structure means they ignore happiness penalties from volcanic areas. Okay, right. I think they sound fun. Let's have a go with these guys. We'll set it as beginner. Hero resurgence. I think that means what happens when they come back. Select what happens when a hero dies during a battle while their side is still victorious. Yes, of course they come back. What can you have? They just die. Oh yeah, no, let's not have that. Bear in mind, I'm quite new to this. I think we'll go for that. So let's pop over to Chimera Glacialis and see what's going on.
Explosions are the masters of creation. The Big Bang forged the universe, and the Cataclysm carved the Dvar. Deprivation and seclusion did not hurt our minor ancestors. It only ignited the strength and craving for resources that still drive our kind forward. Now, under the watchful eye of the Adamant Council, the Dvar Consortia are locked in ruthless competition. Prestige and infinite riches versus poverty and eternal shame are our new stakes.
So space dwarves. They're space dwarves. Deprivation and seclusion did not hurt our minor ancestors. So they're mining for resources. They're space dwarves, aren't they? I mean, this guy looks very, very good. And I like his beret. That's a very natty beret he's got on there. And of course, he's kind of got a sort of beard. I mean, it's a futuristic, pipey sort of mechanical beard, but it's still, I think, a beard. So these guys are space dwarves. That's fine. I like space dwarves.
I am the head of the LASER Dvar Consortium. Before my rule, our house was weak and complacent with its position. I sparked ambition in my people. The LASER Dvar rose rapidly in station, but the Adamant Council still looked down on us. Today, everything changes. Our prospectors have found a resource-rich world of Chimera Glacialis. Once the Council grants us mining rights, the LASER Consortium will finally attain the status it deserves.
So yes, they're a kind of race that are obsessed with acquiring resources and status. And if they can get the mining rights on Chimera, I thought it was Chimera, but Chimera Glacialis, then the council will give them some respect. This guy will get respect from their leaders. Okay, right, with you so far.
The council is demented. These bumbling fools granted our claim to the disreputable Razvet Consortium. We found this world. By traditional claimant rights, it should be ours. It's clear to me that the Council will never trust us. So, we must carve our own path. They will not stand in the way of the LASER, and neither will Volodny Razvet.
Okay, so the council gave somebody else the mining rights to the planet that we found. Oh, that's not on, is it? That's not on. Right, so our little fella here is now quite angry. Okay, right. Now I imagine we now dive straight in, and it's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful game. And now we can see what the planet is like. So we've got a planet scan. So it's a tiny world. It's a Pangaea landmass. It's a one big landmass. It's 30% water and 70% land. And our objectives are claim the resources of the planet and deal with the opposition. Now, I mean, that could be interpreted in many different ways. Does it just mean beat them? Does it mean kill them all? I'm not entirely sure. But here we go. We're ready for Planetfall. Let's get down onto the planet and see what we can do. Whee! And down we come in our little sort of landing ship. So this is going to turn itself into our base. So we've come down and now we're going to set up a little base, which looks marvellous. Hang on, we'll zoom in. Oh no, we won't zoom in. A little message just popped up. So Inessa Zalesio says, Father, the encampment is setting up as ordered. There has not yet been any sign of the Rasvet. So the Rasvet are the bad guys. You're calling me father. Now, is that a sort of, a standard greeting in this? Is that sort of a formal greeting? Or am I actually your dad? I'm not entirely sure. Good. We have chosen a fortunate landing site. One of the mining complexes of our ancestors lies dormant nearby. It would be a shame to see their creation decay without purpose. We must assemble a force and reclaim that facility. Okie dokie, will do. With our prospectors deployed, we should see to it that they are put to work exploring and prospecting nearby sectors. It would benefit us to identify suitable settlement sites. Okay, right, sectors and stuff, we'll come to that in a moment. Right, so because we are in the sort of the story mode, the campaign mode, we'll get these little objectives popping up because we're telling the story. We're telling stories. So this thing here is a mission that we have to do, and if we achieve it, we get these rewards. So it says, quartzites have overrun the nearby Imperial mining facility. This insult to the Dvar mining ancestors cannot be allowed. Claim it! Okay, so we need to go over here and claim this old mining complex. And if we do that, we get ourselves, whatever one of those is, a Dvar bulwark, possibly. I don't know how you say that, but okay, that looks like it looks like a big stampy robot, which is brilliant. I love a big stampy robot. And then we get ourselves some production and some cosmite. These are both resources. We'll come to that in a second. So okay. Right, okay, now we have another one. So now also we want to prospect the surrounding sectors because the game is built on sectors. So you can go to different sectors and kind of annex them and take those resources and bring them into your base. So that would like us to go and annex a sector so we can grab some resources. So these guys, we need to move a prospector onto the center of a sector to use the prospect sector strategic operation. And if we do that, we get ourselves a foreman and we get 19 research. Okay, anything else? No. Okay, right, now let's take a look at what we've got going on, because obviously there's an awful lot of things on the screen. If you've played a similar sort of game, I mean, it's, I hate to sort of draw comparisons, but in a way, there is a certain level of civilization about it. Up here, you've got various resources. You've got energy and cosmite. That's knowledge, that's essentially research points, and then influence up here as well. Over here you've got special points for tactical operations and strategic operations, which we can use during battles. And now we've got to go and do some stuff. Let's just zoom in. Let's zoom in and take a look at our little place. It looks very, very good. So we've got a couple of units there. So that guy is our commander. Yeah, that's our commander guy. So that's Corvin Zalesio. So he is paired up with a load of other people. So he's not on his own. He's got himself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other units. He's got a foreman, 3 trenchers, and a prospector. We need a prospector. We need a prospector to go into the different areas. Okay, that's fine. And what are you? You are, you're Inessa and a prospector. Right, okay. So I guess I take her to go and do some prospecting, and then I take him to go over to, is that the old mining station? That's an abandoned quarry. Oh no, is that the old mining station? Here's the old mining station. It's just here. Right, so we need to go down here and sort this out. But as you can see, there's loads of things around, and it's just very, very pretty. It's very pretty. So the idea is that everything works on sectors. So our place here, which is called Narivink. Oh dear, Narivink. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever. Our sort of capital city at the minute, if you like, that is adjacent to a number of sectors. And rather than going and building cities everywhere, you annex the sectors and then take the resources from the sectors that you've annexed and then bring them back in. which makes a lot of sense. So, this place over here, the forest, might be good for getting production because you can get wood and lumber and all sorts of various other bits and bobs. Whereas other places might be better for farming and other places might be better for research and all that kind of stuff. So it wants us to go and prospect the surrounding sectors, and it wants us to do 3 of them. So you here, this is a prospector, so they've got a little kind of prospecty truck. Let's go and find where the middle is of these places. So yeah, we want to do some prospecting. I think it's where it tells you what it's called. So that says Cold Forest. So we want to go all the way up there. So we send our unit to trundle over to here. And now because we're in the middle, so we're on the sort of the name thing, we can prospect this sector. It'll take 1 turn to do so. So we're going to go and have a look around and see what there is. So we go and investigate this sector. And now we need to get you to go down here and complete this mission. However, I wouldn't mind going over here to take out this bug thing just here. So yeah, the enemies look like that. That's certainly a bug. That's a big scary bug thing. They look smaller. They look a bit smaller. Also, I can't help notice there's somebody there. There's somebody there who looks like one of ours. A Marauder Guard. Yeah, you look troublesome. Let's go over here and have a fight with the bug just here. So we'll move you over to here for now. I think that might be the limit of where you can move. Oh, hang on, can you fight this thing? Can we go and have a fight? No, we're out of move points, of course. Right. So I think what we do is, well, now go set production. Okay, we'll clear that and we'll clear that. Ooh. Victory condition. Inessa Zelezio must survive. Oh, so she's part of the victory conditions. She must live or else we have to start again. Okay, fine. Right, noted. Now we get to set production. Set production in our city. So, of course, the cities have got a whole host of stats as well. So it produces 19 food, 96 energy, 85 production, 25 knowledge, 6 happiness slots. So we lose 6 for upkeep, but then we get various other bits and bobs do we as well. So yeah, so we get some from it being the centre of the colony, and we get +2 for race relations. And that's the current population. There's only 3 out of 16. And then we can choose to build some stuff. So we get to build stuff in our city. That's the units we can build. So we can only build prospectors and trenchers right now. These are the structures we can build. And I think, if I remember rightly, you can only build one. Oh, there it says there. Only one central structure can be built. So you want to get the right central structure. Now let's have a look at our units for a second. What do we need from our units? Upkeep is energy. Upkeep of our units is energy. So it might make sense to go for something that makes a lot of energy. So we could, in theory, have more units. But then science does sound good. And you can generate energy. You can just start generating energy anyway. Science might be quite good. It gives you an extra 10 science or research, whatever it is. What do they call it? Knowledge. Knowledge. 10 knowledge. It's science, effectively. But this thing is saying that we should go for a farm. This thing is saying we should go for a farm. And I guess we do need to eat. And this place does not look like the most fertile of lands. It looks a little bit frosty, doesn't it? It looks a bit cold. So maybe we'll follow the game's advice and go for a biofarm. An efficient biofarm to provide a boost to a newly settled colony's growth. And if we can upgrade the growth as well, that's a good thing. So we'll do that. That takes a couple of turns to do. I think that's it for now. I think that's all we do for now. Of the end turn button has popped up. I think science we get to do next turn. I don't think we can do science right now. I think science pops up a bit later on. So we'll end our turn. Gagarinsk. Right, okay. They're the bad guys, who I'm assuming are Russian as well. They're Russian space dwarves. Right you are. Kovin, I should have known you would not be able to let this lie. The Adamant Council pledges well to us. You are a fool if you believe the Council will stand by and let you disobey them. Well, okay, pipe down. The Zelezio Dvar found this world, Rasvet. The Adamant Council disregards decades of tradition to deny our rightful claim. We need not fight. You were once family. I will give you a choice. Withdraw now, or we will take our due by force. I wonder what's going to happen. I suspect they're not going to withdraw now. I will enforce the law of the council. My consortium relies on me, Corvin, and I cannot show weakness. Alexandra would never have wanted this. Oh, they're bringing families in. Father, there is plenty in this world for both our consortia. Cooperation is far less expensive than war. I know Uncle... Oh. That's my uncle, is it? Oh, crikey. I know Uncle will avoid hostilities in favour of profit, so we should be able to avoid bloodshed by plying him with the gift rights. Okay, so now we need to resolve this thing. Either we kill them or we have an alliance with them. Which, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, as we suspect at the start, we either wipe them off the map entirely and take the world, or we have an alliance and then share some stuff. Okay, right, and if we do that, we get some influence, and we get an Earth Crusher, which sounds quite scary. Okay, and then we need to appease them with a gift via diplomacy. So if we pay them 30 Cosmite, we don't have that right now, that might make them a little bit more peaceful. Okay, so we can open the quest from within the objectives panel, and from there we can pay the resources. Right you are. Okay, now, can we get down here and have a fight with the big insect? Because that's quite exciting. The fights in this are very, very good. So we can see what we've got and what we're up against. We've got these 6 units. They've got a big kind of red ant thing, a Hopperhound Blade Maw, and 2 green ones, Hopperhound Manhunters. So 3 bugs versus our 6 mighty people. I think let's go to manual combat and we'll look at how this works. And this is great. I like this. So the combat in this game happens on a little battlefield. Oh, crikey. No tutorial. Thank you very much. Okay, and here we go with a battle in the game. And the battles in the game are very, very good. I like the battles in the game. However, the controls do seem to reverse themselves. Okay, I'll struggle with that for a bit. So they're all individual battles on a sort of specific battlefield. So this one is taking place over a sort of resource depot. And they're a little bit, if I had to liken it to something, I would say XCOM. So you get your unit and they can move into positions. They can take cover. As you can see, if we put somebody there, they're going to be in cover. Some units can overwatch, some can't. I'm not sure if these guys can overwatch or what. But I like that. So yeah, they get to run around and do stuff. So that little truck, let's move our little truck over here. You can drive that way. Right, lead guy, go over there. Run this way and we'll see what you can do. Now, what's that thing? You've got a rocket hammer. Oh, that sounds very exciting. When can we use your rocket hammer? That sounds like a brilliant thing to have. Right, we'll run those guys. Maybe we'll leave them down here for a bit. Because I'm thinking there's not that much cover up there. There's not too much cover. We'll put those guys there. So they can run up this way. Now, I don't think they can move now. They can move. They can't shoot, though, I don't believe. I don't think they can shoot because they've not got enough action points to fire. But they can indeed move a bit more. I don't think I want them to move anymore. And we'll put those ones there. So we'll run those over here. So if they come to the middle, we've got a little bit of a shot at them twice. And then it's just you guys here. You guys can run into that little gap there. Okay, so put you there. What have you got? A hand mortar. Fires a hand mortar. I don't know how do we fire a hand mortar? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, do you know what? Never mind. We won't do that right now. Kinetic punch. That's a melee attack. Oh, these guys are very exciting. I like these. Okay, right. So you're done. We don't need to move you anymore. That's all fine. So, right, we want to end the thing. Right, press N for the next unit. Yeah, we're all done. So skip the end of your turn. We want to kind of skip to the end of your turn as well. Oh, these guys can entrench. Yeah, because these are trenchers. Let's dig a little trench. Let's see what they do. Oh, they just put some walls around them. Oh, that's quite fun. Oh, okay, that's quite nice. Right, your turn is done. You can go into defense mode then, if nothing else. And you guys can go into defense mode as well. And you guys might as well go into defense mode. That thing, what can that do? That can fire, it can toss a bomb. Right, okay, marvellous. Or it can eat dust. Activate the boosters. Do you know what? For now, we'll just end our turn. And then we'll see what the opposition do. We need them to get a bit nearer. Right, they're going to jump on our leader. They're going to jump on him. He's going to whack them. He's hit them with his rocket hammer. Marvellous. Right, they're jumping on him as well. They're picking on our leader. It's a bit mean. Okay, but now pretty much everybody can fire at these things. So everybody can pick on this. So the guys who are in the little trench, you fire at those things that have already been injured. Right, that sounded quite brutal. And now you guys, just there, I think you're probably going to melee them. But there you go. Right, shoot them. And I think they're gone. They're dead. I think that unit's dead. There we go. Enemy down. Marvellous. Right, you whack the big green guys in front of you with your with your rocket hammer, which is just brilliant. You've got a rocket hammer. Right, smack them. And that staggered them as well, which is good. Right, you guys. Do we want you to use your hand mortars? Does it do any radius damage? Yeah, it might do some damage to our people as well. I'm not entirely sure that's the best thing we can do. Use your guns to finish them off, those guys. And are they gone? Yeah, okay, right. So they're both gone. Marvellous. These are the ones that are going to come through in a minute, though. So let's drive our little truck thing up through here. So put you there. And then I assume he can't move anymore. No, so his turn is done. They haven't done anything yet. I think we leave them where they are. And then when these bugs come in, we can squash them. So we'll put you on defense mode. You're the prospector. You can go on defense mode. And I think that's everyone done. Now, the other guys, the vanguards that I played as, did have Overwatch, which works in a very similar way to Overwatch in XCOM, where if anyone moves within range on your turn, oh my goodness me, they can jump quite far. If anyone moves in range on your turn, you get a free shot at them. I think we'll be able to get these. I think we'll be able to kill these things now. Do you know what? Let's try it. Let's see what we do. Let's lob some whatever they are. Okay, yeah, they do. It does cause an area of effect, as we might have expected. We might want to move you away if you're going to start throwing bombs around. Let's chuck a bomb over there. Right, so you throw a bomb. That blows them up. Now, you guys, can you finish them off? Can you finish them off with your gun? I think we can, because we've got a nice close-up. The enemy have been annihilated. And I think we have won. There we go. I was waiting for what happened there. So we've got ourselves some experience. Hurrah! And yeah, they're all dead. Those things are gone. And we've picked up some resources. So do we want to build a specialist training centre or a military skirmisher barracks? So really, it's what unit we want. Do we want to build this Dvar bulwark or do we want to build a Dvar foreman? I'm not entirely sure what they do individually. So, I don't know. Let's go for the Specialist Training Centre. That sounds like a good thing to have. So, okay. So we immediately get one of them. And now we can build Foreman. Okay. So they are just a type of unit that we can do. And they've got hand mortars, healing kits. They sound quite good. Right, okay. So now this has got some orders done. So we've got 1 of 3 sectors prospected. So now we need to go over here. So let's head out this way. We can't reach there this turn, but we can get there next turn. And then you, my good sir, you can maybe head out this way. So head to there, and we'll try and take these guys on. Is it worth building an extra army and bringing them in? It might be worth bringing an extra army in. Right, okay. What did they find? When they prospected the forest, they found some energy and some production. Marvellous. Okay. And what are these other things? The biofarm has been produced. Empire Task the Diplomat has been unlocked. And Empire Task the Warmonger has been unlocked. Okay, right. So yes. Now we get to do some research. And there's 2 different tracks of research. And I think they run parallel to each other. So you can pick military and you can pick society research. So what shall we do first? What do we do first? Perimeter security sounds like quite a good thing. That sounds like quite a good thing to have on board. Fortification, and that thing is a general alert protocol. Yeah, let's have that. So let's research that. And then in society, what do we want to get out of this? It's recommending frontier facilities. Colonizers. Yeah, if we want to go and colonize a new area, we need one of those. So, okay, yes. Research that as well, please. So, frontier facilities and perimeter security are set as our research tasks for right now. Marvellous. And Narivink needs to build something. So, what should we get Narivink to build? I'm not entirely sure. Let's get them to build another prospector. You do that. Produce a prospector, please. That will be a useful thing to have. And then we can do more prospecting. So you can go and do that bit. And maybe the new prospector can go over that way or come down here or whatever. So, yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, we'll get another one of those in, please. And now our turn ends and we see what everyone else does. There was some combat in progress, it said just there. But I assume it wasn't us fighting. So maybe it was the other folks. Right, you move on to here. And we shall prospect this sector as well. So we'll do that. And then we can now do this as well. We can appease the Rasvet with a gift. We can give them 30 Cosmite. So I think we click that. Let's complete that and be nice to them. Volodny Rasvet, in order to show our intent for a peaceful coexistence, we offer you a gift. A share of our profits. We must set aside our past differences if we are to be able to take advantage of this world's riches. We accept this gift as a step toward peace. Corvin Zalesio. I have ordered my forces to stand down and cease all hostilities against Zalesio assets, so I suggest you do the same. Over time, and with the right incentives, you might just earn my trust. Okay. I see I've misjudged you, sorry. I have by no means forgotten your transgressions, but my resources are best spent elsewhere. In the name of my late sister, let us bury this pickaxe. Oh, very good. So they've got family history going on. Volodny, we still have a grudge to settle. To resolve. I challenge you to a settlement. Oh, what does that mean? Though I'm disappointed to hear this, I can't say I didn't expect it. Dvar custom demands that I accept your challenge. Prove your worth. Fulfill your burden as challenger. Build the settlement arena and my champion will come to face you. Oh, okay, so we're going to build a shiny new thing. Humph. Using a champion is your right, and nothing more than I expected of you. Send your best. I intend to settle this decisively. Father, this project will require significant investment of our resources. If we truly wish to go through with this, we need to turn our colonist production toward this project. Yeah, okay, fine, we'll do that. So we've done that, so we'll take the reward of the influence, and now we've got to build ourselves a settlement arena. Okay, so what do we get for that? We get a Dvar Baron. Okay, fine, so right, we'll do that. Maybe next turn, when that needs something to build, we will set this arena thing underway. Okay, fine. Right, Mr. Man down here, I think we can march our way into here and have a fight with these. So, okay, again, manual combat, because I like the way it looks. I like this. Oh, and there, oh, look how pretty it is. And this thing is still working. It's got smoke coming out the stacks and everything. Right, so the people who are defending move first, apparently. So that's why the bugs have gone first. Okay, right. Let's move it that way. Yeah, the camera settings have gone up. The mouse settings have gone a bit weird, but okay. Right, where's our guy? So you, we're not going to get a lot of cover around here, are we? This is not the... there's some cover. There's some cover just there. Actually, no, that's quite good cover. Can we get some gun guys in there? You, go into there. You can be on point. So you can go there, but for the minute hunker down, that's fine. And then you guys can go into that one. So you can run into there, and then you can hunker down as well. The foreman just here. Maybe can go just there. So you can go into that bit. They might jump on him. What does that do? A healing kit. Oh, they can heal. So okay, right. We won't do that right now. That could be useful. Right. Our valiant and noble leader can go nowhere really to hide anymore. Go that way for now. I think they're going to come this way, so we'll run in and get them. Also, yeah, they have to be sort of facing the right way to do certain things. There is a rotate button. So the minute he's looking up that way, we kind of want him to be looking that way, I think. So did he turn around there? He might... Oh, no, he didn't turn around. Hang on. Rotate there. Rotate that way. Yeah, there we go. So he rotates around to look in the right direction, which, you know, it is different. All right, and you can go into defense mode. Right, little zoomy truck thing. Let's put zoomy truck thing over here. And you can finish. And then we'll put you guys over here as well. And maybe you guys can come from the side. Right. So finish that. End our turn. Let's see what they do. They've just gone into defense mode. Oh, botherations. Okay, right. So we need to start moving up this way. Right. Drive you guys up to there. Can you fire on them? Ah, right. Yeah, we can chuck a bomb at them. Whee! Right. Okay, so we've blown them up a bit, which is nice. that helps. They're out of range, but if we run to here, we might well be within range to fire at them. Oh, no, they're not. They're just out of range. That's very unfortunate. Okay, well, you go into defense mode. Right, big man. Big guy. Go there. So get our leader to run around this way. And, yeah, he doesn't need to... Hang on, turn him around that way. Turn him around to face the right direction. He can then skip his turn. Right, you guys come up here to run through to provide some support. And you can defend. And then you guys can maybe go... Oh, you've not really got much choice. Not really got much choice. I feel like we're led into a trap a little bit, but we've not got much option. And then you guys at the back run through to here. Run through to just there. And you can go into defense mode as well. Right, what are they going to do? They're going to jump on us, are they? Oh, they're going to set us on fire. That's a little bit uncalled for, is it? Oh, my goodness me. Right. Those things are lethal. Oh, my word. Right, okay. And are they going to... They're spitting magma at us. It's just not the done thing, is it? It's not the done thing. We need to take those things out. It's kind of right now, really. That would be brilliant if we could. So, fire at them and blow them up. That would be good. Right, you chuck a bomb on them, and hopefully that will be enough to take them out. Okay, they're both gone, which is a good thing. That is a relief. You guys can now come through this way. Although you are quite injured. But if you can run through to, say, here, you'll be in some cover. So you can run through there. At least you're in cover. And now you... can you even get up there to use your rocket hammer on them? Can you see them? You can see them. What about our little truck? Our little truck thing has had its go, hasn't it? Right. Fire at them with a spike gun. So it grazed them. So I don't think we got a proper solid hit in, which is a shame. Your go is done. These guys... hang on, those guys there. Can they run by? Oh, bother. I've blocked some of our units in. Okay, fine. That was unintentional. Right, go and whack them with a rocket hammer. You're a big noble commander hero-y type. You'll survive up there. It's fine. Oh, wow. And you've really done some good damage there. And, actually, spike gun. Oh, perfect. Yes. So now there's only those 3 left. Okay, end turn. Our leader guy might get a little bit set on fire. Oh no, they're coming down to set fire to these guys, who I suspect might possibly be dead a bit. No, they seem fine. Right, run round, whack them with the rocket hammer. So, bam, squish some bugs. There's only 1 bug left now. So you, in fact, no, not you. Move you guys to, say, there. Can you fire at them? Yes, I think you can. So shooty shooty, dead bugs, marvellous. The only good bug is a dead bug. Okay, our forces are victorious. Very good. Okay, so we have won that battle. I think we can level up as well. So we can take our reward. So we can take 163, what's that? Production, I think. And a lacerating shotgun. Ooh, that sounds nice. And what we can sell it for energy. No, absolutely. I will take that. That sounds very good indeed. I like that. And, right, so now what have we got? We need to annex this red core facility thing. Okay, right, how do we do that, I wonder? Let me try and remember how that works. Oh, there we go. We just click on him. And I assume that we can do that because we have got a prospector with us. Is that right? Or is it because we've got a hero kind of commander with us? I don't know. But whatever the case, we can annex this, so annex this landmark over to us. It will take a turn, but that's absolutely fine. So we're now doing whatever we need to do to turn this into our thing, which is marvellous. Okay, right, so his orders are done. Right, production of this place. We now need to set to build that big Dvar arena module thingamajig. That's 6 turns. While you're doing that, your little family skirmish. Oh my goodness me. And we've got this prospecting thing over here, which is nice. So maybe that can drive over to Granite Peaks. Maybe we can get that over there. Or can we not get to there? Can we not reach that? Because it's blocked off by mountains and this kind of ravine thing. Hey, there's no road going over there, is there? There's no road. So because we've got a bridge going over this kind of thing here, we can get this way, but we can't get there. Ah, okay. Well, that's quite interesting. Let's head on to... Where can we go from here? Can you go in the sea? Can you go in the sea? Let's try it. Yes, you can. Marvellous. Okay. Okay. So what can you do? Annex a naval base. Research requirements not met. Or build a forward base. Oh, I thought we were going to sort of scan it and do the prospecting of it. Maybe we can't prospect the sea. Which would make sense. That would kind of make sense. I'd get that. Okay, right, fine. You had a little trip to the beach. Did you enjoy it? Good. The creations of our ancestors have a certain grace to them, do they not? Unburdened by the strife of the cataclysm, the riches they attain were almost beyond measure. We will honour their creation by putting this place to good use. So that's become ours. Father, I've looked through the facility logs, and it seems they were tampered with. Someone tried to obscure it, but an immense quantity of cosmite was mined on this world. It may never have been shipped off-world. Ooh, interesting. This is true. Recovering that shipment could well redeem this expedition and get us back in the good graces of the Council. The planet's government palace should hold a more detailed record of where the shipments went. We should make our way there and search their logs. If we can recover that shipment, a confrontation with Uncle may not be necessary at all. Ah, okay. Go and claim that. Okay, so we'll take that reward from our first place and then we'll go over here and find that. Now, where is that exactly? It's a little way off down there, isn't it? And what are these little... Oh, that's where enemy forces are. Okay, yeah, that's where little baddies are hiding. Yeah, we don't want to go and mess with them too much. So we've got 2 out of 3 sectors prospected. So you've done that. Run down to this one then. Might as well start working on that last one here. Prospect that sector. That will complete that goal for us. Okay. Now I think we just need to head down here. But our guys are pretty beaten up. Do we want to bring another army down? I think maybe we train another army. Oh, we've got the thing. We've got this big stampy robot thing. Oh, marvellous. Okay, right. So let's train. Let's go into here. Let's train some more of these guys. The trenches are quite good. Just, you know, standard sort of infantry. Let's get one of those. I don't know if we can queue them up or not. Not entirely sure. Whatever the case. I mean, can we do it again? Can we? Ah, yeah. There we go. We can just do that. Okay, right. Well, I don't want him. I just take him out. So we get a couple of them to go with the big stampy death robot once this thing is done. And then, yeah, then we might start moving down here, wherever it was, to this thing here and seeing what's over at, what was it? The sort of the old planetary capital, whatever it was. The government palace. So we need to clear this out. And I suspect that's going to be quite challenging. So maybe we'll need a couple more people on that. Right, okay, you. So what are you? A prospector. Okay, can you do some prospecting somewhere else? Maybe you could just get back onto the sort of the land. Come this way, and we'll have a little journey over there to see what we can find. And we've completed the objective to prospect the surrounding sectors. So yeah, we get a foreman and we get a pile of research, which is marvellous. So we'll take that reward. Thank you very much. Right, now, where are you going to go next? Can you just carry on exploring round? Like, can we send you off over, what's that, an ion storm? That's probably a bad thing. I might not want to send you toward an ion storm. Maybe go and stand next to the ion storm and we'll see what's over here. The dark beacon. That doesn't sound scary at all. Right, and then you. Let's move you. Do we want to take on a guardian? I don't think we want to take on a guardian. An army power of 440. I assume that is our power, is it? And that's our move point. Army power, 652 plus 280. But do we want to take on these things? Because that thing there is guarding some cosmite over a spatial rift, no less. And that thing there is guarding a resource node. So we could go and have a fight whilst we wait for... I think we heal up as well. Well, we don't do anything. Our units do heal up. So while we wait for those troops to be completed up here, which will take a little while, we could go and have a scrap with this thing. Let's go over there and have a fight with that. There we go. A safe battle. So it's only, what is this? Hang on, so that's a Dvar prospector. You engage the Marauder Guard. Oh, there's 3 of them, is there? Are they the bad guys in the middle? Yeah. And then we've got a Dvar prospector. Oh, because he joins in because he's adjacent. Ah, I remember now. I remember the tutorial. So yes, anybody, when we start a fight that's adjacent, gets dragged in. So if he had some people adjacent to the fight, they get dragged in as well. So we've got those 3 people to fight. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll be fine. Let's go and have another little battle, shall we? I like these. I like these. Okay, so this is over a big sort of factory type area. The only thing is, yeah, look, they've got people like ours. They've got proper troops. They're not just kind of rubbishy bug things anymore. They've got troops. And they are going into the hidey spots, unfortunately. Okay, right. So you trundle over to there. Let's just slowly move forward. You go to there. You go over to there. Right, leader man. Leader man can go that way. That might be quite a good thing to do. Right, can you take a shot at them? No, unfortunately not. No, you're out of range. I assume you don't have a... Yeah, you've got a sort of melee weapon. You come that way. Does that mean you can hit them? Have you got a little bit of a shot on them? No, you've not got any action points left. And you can go there. So you definitely won't have any action points left. But you are still in cover, which is good. So, yeah, we'll tick all the things. So, yeah, we're all done. It's all fine. Yeah, you can go into defense. You can defend. You can defend. And you can defend. And now here's our other guy. Our other guy that joined the battle. So he can kind of come in and just maybe cause some trouble. We'll keep him over here for now. Okay, right. So end the turn. They're going to move toward us. Right, you're running into a little bit of a terrible place there. I mean, you caused us a little bit of damage, but now you've got lots of people ready to shoot you in the face. Right, they're going to shoot at our guy. They're blowing up... Oh, right, they've blown up his cover. Fair enough. Makes sense. And they're going to shoot at our leader guy, I guess. Right, so he's been grazed. Little bit mean, but right. We have operations available. So these are secret things that kind of happen as we play the game. Now, as to what generates them, I'm not entirely sure. But we can do the general alert protocol. Okay, all Dvar units gain alert protocol for 1 turn, allowing them to enter defense mode even if they spent all their action points during their turn. Oh, okay, so they'll get a bit of extra defense. Yeah, let's run the general alert protocol to affect all of our friendly units. Okay, a yellow thing happened and now we can shoot people. Marvellous. Right, okay, shoot them. Bam. Lovely. You, chuck a bomb on them, because that's probably got to hurt a bit. Right, bomb on you. Right, you, shoot them with a gun. Bam. And I think you can finish them off. You can absolutely kill them. So that is 1 unit down. Lovely. You run out to get that burning ground. I'd have to stand on some burning floor. Yeah, that's not ideal, is it? Also, I think if I stand there, is that going to blow up that tanker? I don't want to blow up a tanker either. Can we put you there? Can you see them? Yeah, okay, right. So fire at them with whatever you've got. So bam, bam, bam. Mortars. Lovely. Yeah, I don't want to fire. They would reduce them a heck of a lot, though. It would reduce them down, but he is going to take a little bit of damage from standing on essentially some lava. I mean, fine. Joke, do it. Whatever. No guts, no glory. It's a little bit hot, I know, but you have got basically a super sledge. And then you can run round this way. We'll bring you over to there. So you can drive through that way. I assume you can make your way through. So for now, don't do anything. And I think everyone's had a turn, but now they're not in a good way. They're injured quite badly. These guys are also injured quite badly. And they're so injured they've had to put up a little defense wall thing. Okay, right, can we finish them off? How can we do this? Right, where's our little fella from here? Right, you drive to there. Can you shoot at them? Right, toss a bomb at them in their little sort of circle. That's took out some of their armaments, which is lovely. You go to here and chuck a bomb on them. Whee! Boom! Marvellous. Right, you folks go... Can you see them? Or if you moved a bit closer? 45%. Yeah, have a go. Oh, good shot, sir. Good shot. And you might as well finish them off. So you can do that. That's them down. And then you can come here and you can possibly shoot them. What are you doing? Oh, you're chucking bombs on them. And you're still alive. And then you just whack them with a super hammer. And I think that'll be it. There we go. Marvellous. I like our leader guy. I like the fact he just goes and smacks him in the face with a hammer. That's always a good thing. Right, so we've won. So we take, a massive pile of production. And that will help bring down the time it's going to take to build this settlement arena thing. Okay, yeah, that was very good. That was worth doing. And now we can move a bit more. We're just going to move back down here. We're just going to carry on going. Perimeter security. Oh, we've completed the research. Oh, marvellous. Oh, that's why we've got the general alert protocol. Okay, let's select some new research. Tactical protection. Sounds like a good thing to me. Yes, please. We shall have that. And the society one is also done, I guess. Yeah, it looks like it's finished. I don't know what to do. Food development. Maybe some food development. Research development. We don't have a lot of research. Let's get research development underway. I like the sound of that. Oh, as well as the goals that we get given as part of the campaign, there's also these other things here that we can try and do as well. So like little sort of mini goals. So for example, this one here, the builder, if we add a sector, exploit a colony sector and found a second colony, we get the reward of the builder. And then we'll get this thing here. We'll get a colonist reward. I don't know what that is. What does it do? A free colonist appears in one of your colonies. Oh, that's quite nice. So there's little goals to complete along the way. So you might think, do you know what? I've done these too. I might as well go and found a second colony and then I'll get a free colonist for it. I quite like that. That's a nice little sort of addition to the game that I kind of might have been aware of from the tutorial, but I didn't remember until just then. So there we go. The arena stands, Valodny, and the time has come for our settlement. Send forth your champion or face me yourself if you dare. Today you will pay for your part in Alexandra's fate. I had no part in what happened to Alexandra. Someone had a hand in her death, but it was not one of us. You forget you are not the only one she was stolen from. Her death was no coincidence. She was murdered by cowards who feared her words, while you stood by and did nothing. I never stopped looking for the ones responsible, but you were so quick to abandon her memory. Your consortium were fools, unfit to protect her. You might as well have killed her yourself. Oh, big words. 'Tis you who is the fool. Oh, it's very grown-up insults. You fight phantoms and make enemies where there are none. We're not your enemy, Corvin. You are too stubborn to see reason, so let's settle this your way in the arena. Okay. So we'll take the reward for doing that. Yay. And now we have to face you. Settling the grudge. What do we do with this? Okay. How do we do this then? What? I don't understand what we do. Do we just have a fight or what? I don't really know. We've got this kind of giant stampy robot thing just here now as well. That looks a little bit more sort of Ed 209-ish. This looks like a kind of very, very, very big Iron Man. So, I mean, do we send you in? Do we send you in to do this thing? Right, okay. So we're going to engage the Marauder faction. So is that who we've got to beat? We've got to beat them in there. And this would be an impossible battle. Okay, that sounds like a terrible idea. Yeah, let's abort that attack. That's just kind of suicide right there, isn't it? Okay, let's move you over to there. And then when we get some more troops, which we're training up now, maybe we'll have enough power to go in and take these guys on. I assume that's what we're doing. So the Rasvet champion is in there. So we need to go and take them on as well. Okay, right, marvellous. Okay, now can you come over here? Can you do stuff here? You can't annex the sector. Why not? It needs more colonists before we can annex more sectors. Okay, gotcha. Right, message understood. So the city needs to be bigger before we can have more sectors in it. Right, I understand. Okay, right. I was trying to find a way to the sort of palace thing over here, but unfortunately our way is blocked because there's some great big mountains and then a great big pit of lava. So maybe that's not the way to go. Maybe we need to go up and round this way. So through the forest and down that way. Because yeah, this is not passable. This is not passable at all. So right, okay, backtrack. Oh, and we found a secret thing. So we can either create some void blades or an ego bomb. Okay, I like the idea of void blades. They sound exciting. Yeah, we'll have some void blades, please. Uh-oh, there's some sort of crazy robot thing. The Autonom Network. Scanning biomass. Unknown organic database updated. Greetings, X-Star Union citizen. We are Autonom, the cognitive fork of the conscientious omnipresent Regency engine, known to you as Core. Very good. Present identification. Okay, we're space dwarves. Hi. Greetings, machine. We are the Dvar. We laid claim to this world's riches. Database update. Zelezio Dvar. Autonom must learn through interactive queries. Current knowledge acquisitions inclusive. We seek understanding. Data disk recovered. Requires categorization. Autonom analysis ineffective. Biological analysis deviates from autonom thought patterns. Oh my goodness me, you're talking nonsense. Request assistance with identification. Request assistance with whatever it is you're waffling on about. You look very unpleasant indeed. You don't look like someone you want to invite home for dinner. Right, okay, right, so there's a bad guy. I see our unwelcome guests have arrived, just as you said you would. I am Mephilas the Redeemer, and I will lead my kin to salvation from these prisons of iron and flesh. Rejoice, for your fall will herald our salvation. Who are you? Goodness me. Investigate the strange data disk. Okay, fine, so I can go and investigate the disk. Oh, I see. Right, accepting this quest will automatically start the research. Okay, so we're going to start researching this disk. Okay, that's absolutely fine. And then combat the Redeemer threat. The assembly cult is interfering with your mining operations. These abominations must be burned with fire. Oh, marvellous. Okay, so where are they? Where are the Redeemers? Just here. Is that where the Redeemers are? Yes, unidentified forces identified. Maybe we need to go in and deal with that. Also, I've just looked up here. This army here is very strong. It's very strong. An army power of 815. Our army here is 620. I don't know if we can get that up. I suspect we might need our leader guy. We might need him to go and join in the fight. And it would be quite good having him there because, you know, he is a hero and he can go and do fighting and stuff. So we might need to bring him up here to lead the charge. But I think what we'll do is we'll do all that stuff next time. We're at a pretty good point to leave it for now. We've got all these objectives up here. So we've gathered quite a few objectives. We've got the basic understanding of what is going on. And I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on in this game. There's a lot going on. It's very involved and it's a brand new sort of game and all the mechanics are new and stuff. I think I'm doing all right. I think I'm picking up on on some of the essentials. And I think next time we can come back and deal with these. So maybe we'll try and get down to the government palace. That would be nice. I'd also like to defeat his champion. But I kind of want to do the palace first. I think defeating his champion's a little bit sort of posturing and showing off. I'd rather go down here. I'd rather go down here and sort that out. But I want to see what this data disk is doing. And I'd like to go and fight whatever these Redeemer monstrosities are. And see what's going on with that computer thing that we just came across, Core. I want to see what's going on with that as well. So yeah, there's quite a lot. There's a lot of different stories going on. And I've realised that we picked up a shotgun at some point and we've made some void blades, whatever it was, as well over here somewhere. And I haven't equipped them to people either. So I need to do that as well. So I need to figure out how to equip people with weapons and, you know, extras and little bonuses and things as well. But yeah, we'll do all that next time. I really hope you're enjoying this. I think this is very, very good indeed. I like the switch between the sort of the map view like this and then the fighty view when you go in and the nice sort of turn-based, I'm going to call it XCOM because that's the first game that I came across which had it in. But yeah, there's sort of the nice turn-based combat where you can go and duck under cover and there's different weapons and different powers and all that kind of stuff. I like that. I like the switch between the two styles and I like the fact there's a story. The story seems quite good and there's lots of little sort of bits popping up and, you know, characters building and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully you are enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be splendid indeed. And also, if you are not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here in Age of Wonders Planetfall. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard and I will see you next time. The city of Cupboard, it can be full of geeks, very loyal geeks to me. It's this sort of stripy hill. That's interesting. Oh, a stripy mountain. Sorry, I downgraded you to a hill. Just really irritate the Norwegians. Everyone had gold. People were lying on beds of gold. They were eating gold. They were trying to wash their hair with gold. There was gold literally everywhere in our empire.